Support for LA64 is provided by Office of the Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and the Louisiana Office of Tourism.
In this episode of LA64, hit the road with me as we explore the festivals, flavors, and culture keepers of Vermilion Parish. From the crawfish ponds of Kaplan to the docks of Delcambre and the historic streets of Abbeville, where a 5,000-egg omelet honors ties to France. Join me as we explore this self-proclaimed most Cajun place on earth. I'm Karen LeBlanc, a travel journalist and Louisiana native. Join me on LA64, a journey through all 64 parishes, exploring Louisiana's less traveled paths. Vermilion Parish lies in south-central Louisiana. Our road trip begins in Abbeville and continues through Erath, Henry, Gueydan, and Kaplan, exploring the people and places that define one of the most culturally rich corners of the state. Here's a bird's eye view of 5,000 eggs, scrambled in a skillet by chefs holding 8-foot wooden paddles. Have I piqued your curiosity with the egg aerial? Then join me at the annual Abbeville Giant Omelette celebration held the first weekend in November. It's one of Vermilion Parish's claims to fame. The day begins with a Mass at St. Mary Magdalene, the cornerstone of the town founded by a Catholic priest in 1850.
Now, I was invited to attend this blessing of the eggs. I'm not quite sure what to expect, but I'm told that it ties back to the Omelette Festival's origins in France, where the town cooked an omelet on Easter Monday.
The Abbeville Confrérie, which belongs to the World Brotherhood of the Knights of the Giant Easter Omelette, let's call them the omelet nobility, enters the church carrying baskets of eggs and rings of bread for the priests to bless in French and English.
The legend has it that Napoleon came in on Easter Monday and he demanded that the town people cook a giant omelet for his troops because they were starving. And so the town of Bessières revisited the legend in order to help people come around, and they started a giant omelet in Bessières, France.
Abbeville is the only U.S. city to host a sister celebration to the Omelette Festival in Bessières, France. In 1984, it joined the Confrérie, becoming the official American counterpart to the French tradition. After the Mass, omelet knights known as chevaliers pose for pictures, and then they head to the giant skillet to light the wood fire and prep the ingredients. Crowds spill into the streets around the town square, some dancing to live Cajun music and others browsing booths filled with arts, crafts, local foods, and the must-have festival t-shirt. When members of the Confrérie began cracking eggs and slicing French bread, people lined both sides of the giant skillet to watch the action unfold. And of course, there is more dancing. Now, at this point, you might be wondering,
Why a giant omelet? I mean, why not just cook a pancake? Wouldn't that be easier?
Well, that's a good question because we are part of a worldwide fraternity of the giant omelet, of which there are 7 towns in the world that do this giant omelet at different times of the year.
Knighted members are identifiable by the chef's hat and a large skillet they wear around their necks.
I was knighted in 2018. That's my skillet that says I'm an official chevalier. And if you're a member of a confrérie in another city, you actually get to participate and cook the omelets in other cities. So it is a French exchange program for adults with a little bit more fun, I think.
Abbeville gives its omelet a Cajun twist with 15 pounds of local crawfish and a generous splash of Tabasco, ceremoniously added by the Tabasco girls, a coveted honor. As each ingredient hits the skillet, volunteers circulate signs so the crowd can follow the recipe. Nearby, several school children cook a baby omelet with adult supervision, future confrérie members in training. After the official tasting and a thumbs up, it's à la manger, French for let's eat. The whole process takes about 2 hours, as this time-lapse shows. Now, what impressed me most was how efficient and well-organized the entire operation is.
A long, long day, as they say in these parts, or
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Either way, delicious. Well done.
Thank you.
Outside the festival, Vermilion Parish offers small-town charm worth slowing down to explore. Many of its communities trace their roots to the French Acadians who settled here in the 1800s, and you can still hear Cajun French spoken across the parish. My stroll begins in Abbeville's historic district, laid out like a traditional French village. As a Louisiana-designated Main Street community, Abbeville has reclaimed its heritage and restored storefronts, locally owned shops, and pedestrian-friendly streets that invite you to shop, stroll, and stay a while. The imprint of Sicilian families who settled here in the late 1800s is evident in places such as this 1913 blacksmith shop owned by Sicilian immigrant Sam Guarino. Today, it's a museum opened by appointment and fully operational thanks to this guy, Brandon Briggs. He learned the skill of blacksmithing at the shop, and today he maintains the museum and gives demonstrations.
Before they had this electric motor, they started out with a Model T engine powering up. They had rigged it up to power up this one thing, and everything ran by that one piece of equipment. So you want to power it up and see how it works?
Let's see it in action.
Okay, let's.
The gears and pulley belts power everything. The drill, sharpeners, the bandsaw. Brandon shows me how he heats and shapes the metal and how the blacksmiths made much in-demand nutria fur stretchers for local trappers.
Blacksmithing is a process of taking raw materials and heating, bending, beating, stretching, all the different processes of working metal. I mean, that's the trade of a blacksmith.
Sam Guarino founded the blacksmith shop after he apprenticed in Sicily. For decades, he repaired and forged the region's agricultural tools. After Sam died in 1979, the blacksmith shop remained operational until closing in 2004. The Guarino family donated it to Abbeville to turn into a museum.
We moved it here, and the city workers shoveled up 4 inches of the dirt. So this is the original dirt that was in the building for all those years from the early 1900s till now.
So this dirt holds a lot of history and probably a lot of soot.
It's got a lot of construction that went on in here. A lot of work. There was oil field work, there was agricultural work that came here. And if you needed anything repaired, Mr. Guarino would say, if I can't fix it, it can't be made.
I love the accent.
Highway 14 is the primary east-west artery through Vermilion Parish. It's part of the Cajun Corridor Scenic Byway, flanked by landscapes of sugarcane, rice farms, and tree-lined bayous. It links the towns of Delcambre, Erath, Abbeville, Kaplan, and Gueydan. Erath, a tight Cajun-knit town, was founded in the late 1800s by August Erath and settled by Acadian families that continue to shape life today. Their legacy is on view at the Acadian Museum in Erath, founded by historian Warren Perrin.
This town was founded in 1890 when the railroad came through. Most of the people lived on outlying areas along the bayous, the Vermilion River, Bayou Tig, etc., and they just flocked here to be where the action was, the railroads. And the businesses started at one time. There was a small grocery store on every block of the town of Erath. Population has never been any larger than around 3,000 people.
The museum houses more than 6,000 artifacts spanning 300 years of Acadian history. 8 miles south of Erath, I met up with Abbeville Mayor Rosalind White near her childhood home in Henry, a small, unincorporated community in the lower part of Vermilion Parish. Mayor White wants to show me a well-kept local secret. the Bancker Grotto Memorial Park.
The rural parts of the parish that sometimes get missed, you know, they have so much authenticity and such deep roots, but I think that telling the rural parts of the parish's story is just equally as important as telling the city of Abbeville's story, because really it all ties into each other.
Stations of the Cross line the walkway leading to a cave-like replica of the famous Grotto of Lourdes. An altar stands at the base with a statue of a woman praying to the Virgin Mary above. The grotto marks the spot where one of the area's earliest Catholic churches once stood. The oldest marked grave in the Bancker Cemetery next to it dates to 1897. The historic site sits on the east bank of the Vermilion River with a boardwalk that invites nature strolls. 16 miles west of Henry, I arrive in Gueydan, the self-proclaimed duck capital of the world and one of North America's most important wintering grounds for waterfowl. I head out on the 2-mile birding and nature walk at the White Lake Wetlands Conservation Area. Birders have recorded more than 200 species here, including some rare finds. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries operates the trail, and it's open year-round from sunup to sundown.
There's various species of birds, freshwater marsh habitat. We have waterfowl, blue-winged teal, northern shovelers, wading birds such as great blue herons, and shorebirds such as sandpipers and various other species, American alligator. You can see your occasional white-tailed deer.
From the air, you can see how freshwater marsh, canals, levees, and open farmland weave together in a mosaic of micro-habitats. President Lyndon B. Johnson hunted here twice during his presidency, and today, hunters enter a lottery for the chance to do the same. Every small town here has a story. You just have to slow down long enough to hear it, and it's music. In Vermilion Parish, that would be swamp pop, a blend of Cajun soul and early rock and roll.
One of Abbeville's claims to fame is the birthplace of the poet laureate of swamp pop, Robert Charles Guidry, known to the rest of the world as Bobby Charles. His music influence lives on today and often takes the stage here at the Richard Sale Barn. It's a former cattle auction house turned musical venue that attracts local legends and Grammy-nominated artists. Owners Johnny and Kathy Richard say you can smell the culture at this livestock auction barn they converted into a live music venue.
So it promotes the French rural culture of Vermilion Parish, the cowboy culture, and just all around the preservation. When we put this building on the historical registry in 1996, it was because we could see the vanishing of these kinds of buildings. You know, many stockyards now are made out of metal, and they are a whole different realm. And so we knew that preserving this building was very important.
Wooden bleachers circle the stage built on top the livestock ring. The barn's wooden structure provides pitch-perfect acoustics and an intimate setting that attracts Grammy winners and musical greats who autograph the walls after performing.
Hi, my name is Michael Juan Nunez. Welcome to the Sale Barn in beautiful Abbeville, Louisiana. I have with me tonight Eric Adcock on keys, 3-time Grammy-nominated piano player and songwriter. I have John Buckaloo on fiddle. Fantastic. You're from North Louisiana, right? I am. Right on. Anyway, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you so much to LPB, PBS. Hope you enjoy the music.
The musicians like to come here. Once they come here once and they see that it's not like a bar, people aren't talking over their music and smoking cigarettes. The audience is attentively listening and watching the musicians.
The couple established the nonprofit Le Bayou Légendaire, which owns and operates Richard's Sale Barn and holds spring and fall concerts.
Shop, stay and play, and explore with LA64.
Next, I head west on Highway 14 to Kaplan for a work, play, stay experience at Crawfish Haven Mrs. Rose's Bed and Breakfast. Crawfish farmer Barry Toops owns and operates this cozy retreat where overnight guests can go crawfishing on his 40 acres of crawfish ponds.
Now, it's November, so it's early in the season, but hey, we're gonna get some big ones and boil them up later.
Barry shows me how to pull the crawfish cages and sort the crawfish. The smaller ones fall through the grate, and the larger ones I push into the sack to eat. After a few minutes, we get a rhythm going as Barry drives the boat with his feet. Cajun ingenuity, he says, which allows him to navigate the water and land hands-free to pull up the cages. The crawfish crawl into the cage, but they can't figure out how to get out. They feed on the rice that Barry planted, and sometimes predators feed on them.
We found a little turtle. He was in one of the crawfish cages, and he's cute and all, but Barry says turtles are predators. They like to eat crawfish. So we're gonna put this little guy back into the water. Up you go.
You've got to be alert and quick with crawfishing. Spot the cage, pull it, dump it, sort, and be on the lookout for the next one, while avoiding the crawfish claw pinch. I had a few ouchies during our crawfish haul. After pulling 140 cages, we head back to the house to weigh in our catch.
How many pounds did we catch?
You got to guess the weight.
Okay. I'm gonna say 15 pounds.
That's a great guess.
All right, Barry, the moment of truth.
Yep.
How do we do?
We got 14 pounds.
14 pounds.
I was close, aiming for 5 pounds of crawfish per person for our crew of 3. Barry says that Cajuns are the #1 predators of crawfish, which means it's time for a crawfish boil. We clean, season, and boil our crawdads with a hearty serving of corn and potatoes.
Barry, the big payoff for all our hard work. And for me, a first of my lifetime, I am having crawfish before Thanksgiving. Your seasoning is really good, Barry.
Thank you.
You should sell that. Oh wait, he does.
Locals like to say the 337 area code is home to the best cooks in Louisiana, and they have the credentials and customers to back it up. If you ask anyone where to find the best turtle sauce piquant, they'll point you straight to Suire's grocery store and restaurant in Kaplan.
When the menu is spray painted on the facade, you know you're somewhere totally authentic and unpretentious. Welcome to Suire's. It's a grocery and restaurant. It's family owned and it's legendary in these parts. I'm in Kaplan in Vermilion Parish, and this place is a favorite with foodies and with hunters, and you are about to discover why.
Suire's opens at 5:30 a.m. and serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner from sunup to sundown. Behind the counter on any given day, you'll find the Suire sisters. Joan and Lisa took over Suire's from their parents, who bought the store in 1976. Their mother quickly realized that serving family recipes was good business and cleared out a few shelves to make room for tables, creating the restaurant that customers know. Today, Joan handles the business side, while Lisa, a talented cook, runs the kitchen with a small staff.
Something is baked every day, every single day. All family recipes.
The grocery store is a place of culinary pride in Kaplan, drawing lifelong customers who come for the company as much as the food. Family photos, newspaper clippings, and famous faces line the walls, along with a payphone that still hangs in the corner. A reminder that this place is suspended in time and grounded in legacy.
And somebody will just come and just say, that was just like my grandmother's. That is the best compliment to me that I ever can get. Or this place feels like home, or my grandmother's home, or we just love that they feel at home. One turtle at the window.
I wasn't leaving Suire's without their legendary turtle sauce piquant. Now, Lisa cooks it every Friday, and it is a total labor of love. She cooks the turtle meat 4 hours.
For the OG of oyster shucking as entertainment, head to Shucks in Abbeville, where you can watch skilled shuckers pop oysters from their shells in rapid-fire succession. Owner David Bertrand greets me through the window of the oyster shucking room, which overlooks the restaurant.
It's almost a lost art because now people are growing oysters and like crops, so it gets easier. These are all caught wild.
Shucks serves up raw oysters and a culinary cornucopia of char-broiled oysters, 6 specialties. David invites me into the kitchen to watch and learn.
And we're gonna cook them especially for Karen because she likes well done oysters. They will sit up just like a steak. You take them out the shell, cut them with your steak knife, they're delicious.
Well, Shucks, I'm ready to eat. If I don't pace myself, I won't have room for the famous dessert.
That's right. We always say when you come to Shucks, you begin your meal with the end in mind.
Okay.
Shucks bread pudding is legendary. Foodie fans talk about it with a gleam in their eye and an excited uptick in their voice. The recipe for the bread pudding, topped with hot white chocolate buttered rum sauce, hasn't changed since 1973, and it's deceptively simple, made with hot dog buns. For the freshest shrimp in Vermilion Parish, I suggest a stop in Delcambre, where you can purchase wild-caught shrimp straight off the boat. I met up with the Delcambre mayor at the Bayou Carlin Cove Boat Landing and Pavilion, which hosts a seafood and farmers market on the first Saturday of each month.
It's allowed the shrimpers who have struggled over the years to have a place to come and sell fresh shrimp, fresh seafood. There's a lot of recreational fishing and hunting here as well. So we try and maintain that history here and keep it alive.
Delcambre straddles Vermilion and Iberia parishes and sits at the mouth of Bayou Carlin. The town is a hub for seafood processing and shipping. When I travel across Louisiana, I look for accommodations that connect me with a sense of place, spaces shaped by the land, the people, and the traditions that define each parish. Louisiana state parks offer campsites and cabins designed to immerse you in the region's landscape. While exploring Vermilion Parish, I stayed at Palmetto Island State Park along the Vermilion River, where a boardwalk leads to my cabin overlooking the water, complete with a screened-in porch and a deck for grilling. The park's cypress swamp is home to the rare Abbeville red iris, a plant found nowhere else in the world. Discovered in the 1930s and officially named in 1966, it's Louisiana's only endemic iris species. A nature center introduces visitors to the birds, plants, and wildlife that call the park home. And there's even a storybook trail for kids. The campgrounds have RV hookups and tent sites, plus boat launches.
I'm gonna take the canoe out and get some fresh air, some exercise, and be at one with the beauty all around me.
I paddle and admire the fall leaves turning amber, orange, yellow, and red along the waterway. An aerial view reveals the full palette along the river's winding path through the forest. While exploring Abbeville, I stayed at the Caldwell House Bed and Breakfast, listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. Vernon Caldwell, a state senator who served under Louisiana Governor Huey P. Long, built the 6-bedroom home in 1907. Antique furnished bedrooms, pressed tin ceiling tiles, and a central staircase exude hospitality rooted in heritage. The highlight of my stay was the home-cooked breakfast each morning. I'm in the kitchen with Gretchen, the in-house caterer at the Caldwell house, and this is the most popular dish on the breakfast menu.
Yes, this is our pecan praline French toast. It is our signature dish here at the Caldwell. It is the most requested dish by people who come back more than once.
Here's my takeaway from visiting Vermilion Parish. Its communities and small towns are detours worth taking. Along the way, I discovered it's not where the road leads, but who you meet. The storytellers, musicians, cooks, and culture keepers who make Vermilion Parish the most Cajun place on earth.
Support for LA64 is provided by Office of the Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and the Louisiana Office of Tourism, and by the Atchafalaya National Heritage Area, the St. Landry Parish Tourist Commission, Northwestern State University, and by the Foundation for Excellence in Louisiana Public Broadcasting, and viewers like you. Thank you.